That was freaky. Are we live? I think we're live. Whoa, I did not sleep. Because right now, oh my god. The screen is like rocking back and forth because my character's on a boat. And it's freaking me out. It's giving me actual seasickness. I got a knife and kung fu shoes. Anyway, I'm sure people will start showing up. I guess I should tweet out that I'm gonna stream. Now streaming. Anybody from, you know what would be great? Swing on by and call in to discuss the latest Justice League drama. Yes, drama. Drama stream, everybody. Are we live? I think we're live. Test one. I might have to reset my, yes, we are live. My chat is not working though. Let's see, restream. I'm not getting access to my. I see you guys. Give me some more of that cocaine drama. Cocaine drama. What is that drama? We'll get into some of the drama. I'm actually hoping I can get some of the drama participants to swing on by. Oh god, why do I gotta log into this thing? I'm trying to get I have a program that's supposed to do my chat for me. It's not doing the chat. I want to be able to see my, I'm gonna have to pop out my chat differently. Discord filtering about appearance notification. The chat does not seem to understand that I am on YouTube. Well, I guess I can just pop out the YouTube chat by itself. Did I get some sleep? No. I'm actually miserable at the complete lack of sleep that I got. Alright, whatever. Very few people watch on Twitch, so I'm gonna miss some Twitch comments. Let me zoom this in. So we're gonna talk about some things. What are we gonna talk about? Well, part of what we're gonna talk about is me playing this video. I wanted to play like a DC video game while I talk to people, but there is no option for that. Oh, I could use kung fu shoes to ooh. Should I punch people or stab people? That's a good question. We're gonna talk about some of that Justice League. Now, some of you guys watched my I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna put out the call. If I'm gonna put out the call to the. There's certain. Oh! I'm getting attacked by a squid. There's certain people right now who are involved in this drama. Hey, geeks and gamers / fandom menace. Feel free to swing by and call in. You bailed on the world-class bullshitter stream for Vito. Always a good decision. I like hearing that. Could play Teen Titans for the PS2. I have the Arkham games. I mean, I guess I could have put one of the Arkham games in. Although Arkham game's not going to play on a PS5. Unless I had the PS4 version. Yeah, no, I'm not saying there aren't Batman games. But I wanted, like, you know, like a stupid, quick beat-em-up. Something I don't got to think about. Batman, there's a lot of talking and, a lot of thinking. Anyway. So here's what's been going on with the Snyder Cut. There's a couple things to discuss. You know what? Let's just get right into it and we'll put the game on pause. Hold on. There's a lot going on. Like I said, I did not sleep good. I slept terribly. Because first of all, you saw that video where I said it's 12:30 a.m. and I'm recording this. I did not inform you on the amount of time it was going to take to actually export that thing and get it on YouTube because it exported wrong the first time. I just had a hell of a time. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. Can we get Facebook on this screen? This is gonna be a little bit. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Hold on. I got two monitors here. All right. So, oh, did I just break everything? Okay. Okay. Whoa. My screen's freaking out. Okay. So, yeah. What can I say? What could I say about this drama? Have you noticed that I have not slept? Let me put that right here. Okay. Have you guys heard of Geeks and Gamers? I'm here. I want to call in. What's the number? Okay, so if you see on that screen, you see that Discord link there? Oh, I actually need to go into the Discord chat. And now Discord's frozen. Oh, I love computers, man. You think that, like, we talk about we're living in the future, but nothing works. Okay, hold on. I'm going to the chat. If you go into my now streaming. If you go into my Discord, there's a waiting to call room. If you are in there, you can wait to call. You'll see on the top of your screen, you see call in. There's the Discord link. You can also get it out of the description. Okay. So here's what happened. Here's what's going down. Now, I'm a jerk too. I'm gonna try not to be a jerk, but I can't not kind of laugh at this a little bit. Should I just go to YouTube to try and find it? Let's see. Very professional stream. Yeah, I know. Geeks and Gamers, Zack Snyder. I honestly can't even watch this. Is how cringy it is. Right now, Cyberfrog man, what do you call it? Ethan Van Shiver is talking about it. Man, I wish he would come over here talk. I want to hear all these guys' takes. Does this have the clip? Let me see. Okay, is this the clip right here? The one. Okay, I'm gonna lay this out. I'm gonna lay this out for you. I'm gonna lay this out. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League came out, right? And I don't have all the information here. Let me be very clear about that. There's some stuff I don't really completely understand, but from what I understand, there's a YouTube channel called Geeks and Gamers, which I'm sure some of you guys are probably aware of. Geeks and Gamers. Let's take a real quick look at their content, what kind of stuff they post. Lucasfilm disrespecting Gina Carano, Kathleen Kennedy with the red eyes. SJW's target Bill Burr. Kathleen Kennedy with the red eyes. Screaming SJW woman, screaming SJW woman, angry SJW woman. They really love this one thumbnail. I don't know. I mean, it must get them hits because they keep using it. You think at a certain point you'd stop. Look at this. It's literally just Kathleen Kennedy with red eyes or this one screaming woman. Man, I try to make... Look, Kathleen Kennedy with the eyes. Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, wait. Is that... Yeah, that's Kathleen Kennedy with the red eyes. Okay. Now, to be fair, I guess everybody who works at Lucasfilm gets the red eyes. Ryan Johnson gets the red eyes. Oh, even, okay. I've done the red eyes a couple times, but I usually use it to make somebody look cool, like they're shooting lasers, you know? Anyway. So, please could you let me in? Yeah, I'll let you in. Everybody's going to get a chance to call in. We're going to lay out what's happening. So, okay, here's the thing about this channel. Look, you can say whatever you want about these guys, but this is, what do you want to say? It's not not mainstream, but it's the kind of content that, you could understand why Warner Brothers doesn't want to be associated with a guy who takes, script writers or, the heads of studios and whatever else and photoshops them with red eyes and calls them SJWs and whatever else. It's the same with me. I know look, I'm pretty sure Lucasfilm is not going to... George Lucas or Dave Filoni, they're not going to come on my channel because I talk shit about Star Wars. I get that. Okay? And I think even here it looks worse because you're making them into little demon people, which is I don't know, it's inflammatory, but whatever, that's your brand. I mean, just own it. Sure. And he does own it. I think he even does own it. But the thing is, they were doing a live stream to raise money for Justice League. And as far as I understand it, it was run by this guy Uche, who's a former NFL player, who's now big into comic books, and he has his own channel. And he's big friends with all the Geeks and Gamers guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that the studio hates them. No studio wants to be associated with this, which is fine. That's your brand, isn't your whole brand that you hate the studio? Why are you trying to make friends with filmmakers? It's weird. So anyway, they have this stream. They're raising money. To be fair, raising money for charity. The release of Zack Snyder's whatever. And somewhere on this page or on this stream, somewhere there is a Geeks and Gamers logo. I know that a lot of these guys would identify as part of the Geeks and Gamers family, or they stream with them, or whatever. So anyway, Zack Snyder comes on. This is so cringy, it's actually hard to watch. Do I have the audio turned up? Are you going to be able to hear this? Yeah, you'll be able to hear this. Okay.
The only Zack he is. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey guys.
Brother.
Hey guys, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Listen, just a quick thing before we get started. I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, if Justice League teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message. And of course, as the father of Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just, I just really want to put that out there that we all, there's no room for hate, and that's just what.
Okay, so that was really hard to watch. That was really hard to watch. That's the first time I've been able to watch that whole clip. Real quick, I can't watch it again, and we're not going to watch it again because I can't handle it. So like you said, there's a donation page. They're raising money for suicide prevention, which is Zack Snyder's charity. His daughter did commit suicide. Nobody wants to see my Twitter feed. And this is a complicated story. I don't know if this... I don't think Zack Snyder said that because he wanted to. I think Zack Snyder said that because somebody at Warner Brothers was like, listen, you sociopath. All these guys do is take everybody in Hollywood and Photoshop little red eyes on them. Okay, you can't be friends with these guys. Okay? Now, I don't know where they got this thing. Poor Ryan was the most vocal supporter of Snyder Cut. Yeah, somebody points out that you can watch RK Outposts. You can watch it pinpoint the exact moment that his heart explodes because he starts off. He's so excited. He's clapping and happy. He's a big Snyder Cut guy, and then to be told that Geeks and Gamers, look at the big smile on his face, and then quickly, oh no, what has happened here? So, again, I think Zack Snyder, likes... My theory, this is all theory. I don't know any of these people. I don't know anything. I think Zack Snyder likes that these guys were promoting the Snyder Cut. Guys like, Jeremy on Geeks and Gamers. I think just either A, he realized, oh shit, it's a real bad look to have that logo on my charity thing or whatever. Or B, somebody at Warner Brothers came to him and was like, dude, okay, you cannot go on their live stream. Again, these guys take our studio heads and put them next to screaming women and make all their eyes red and everything else. Okay, well, this is inconsistent. You're saying Gal Gadot? I thought the red eyes were for bad people. Here, you're saying she exposes Joss Whedon. Well, then, are the red eyes good sometimes? I'm going to say this, Geeks and Gamers. You're being inconsistent with the red eyes. It's either good or bad. Oh, good. Yeah, this is another thing. Studios don't want to be associated with, I don't know, political stuff, whatever else. I'm sure somebody at Warner Brothers was like, dude, just don't. That being said, I have no idea where this thing came from about Asian hate. I don't know. I don't know what that has to do. I mean, right now, obviously, we're having a big discussion because that guy is a psychopath and went and killed a bunch of people. Real bad. I don't think that guy was a Geeks and Gamers fan. I'm not going to say that guy was sent by Geeks and Gamers. The problem with this is that it kind of became like a shitty situation because it's like, I don't know, they felt like they needed to respond, and I kind of get it. But some guys are on the warpath right now against Zack Snyder. I mean, I hate to say it to guys, again, like Geeks and Gamers, you got to understand why. Yeah, okay, Gina Carano can say I love you because she's already canceled. Zack Snyder's got to play that game, man. He can't say, hey, it's my good buddy over at Geeks and Gamers who takes the head of Lucasfilm and gives her angry demon eyes. Okay, what if Zack Snyder wants to make if Zack Snyder wants to make a film for Lucasfilm, for Disney, they're going to go, hey, why do you hang out with the guys who take one of our studio heads and make angry little demon eyes on them constantly? Zack Snyder's got to play the game, man. How can you get mad at him? Now, you could say that he went too far. You could say he went too far in the way he phrased it. Again, I don't know how he got into this We hate hate. We hate Asian hate. I don't know what that has to do with anything. So maybe somebody knows. Did Geeks and Gamers say something about Asian people that I don't know about? Every time Vito says demonize, take a shot. Not a bad idea. Okay, so this is but here's the problem is that they didn't let it go. Can I get an incognito window because I'm blocked by these people? Let me just see if I could find it. Rewriting. These are the same people who hate me. And they are on the warpath, my friends. I tell you what. Can I get a? If I try to go see it, they're gonna block me, right? Yeah, I'm blocked because they can't talk to me. Show me the cache, so I can maybe get to their thing. All right, no, I have to. All right. This is what happens when everybody hates you: is you can't run a stream because you're blocked by everybody. Copy link location, new private window, which I now have to add as a source. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? It's not my fault they blocked me. Window capture, add source. Add. Damn it. No. Okay, hold on. I could do this. I know what I can do. I gotta. All right. I got a plan. I've got a plan. Oh, actually, did Andy Signore? I was trying to get Signore to come on the stream. Let me see if he PM me. Snyder Cut was worth it. He's going on Saturday. All right. Oh, come on. You should come call in, Andy Signore. At least people got a better movie. Hey, I'll say this. Yeah, I mean, if you're a DC fan, you deserve that whole movie. I would agree. I think you deserve it. Okay, I think we're back. Here we go. Let's see. The following media can choose potentially sensitive content. So here's first of all, they go on and they start talking mad shit about Zack Snyder. As I said, right now, don't leave my stream for the love of God. I love you, Jamie. Vito has a face only a mother would love. My mother hates me, and I understand it. Right now, you can go watch. Don't leave my stream.
Jerez says, here's $10. Your reaction.
Comic Artist Pro Secrets. This is Ethan Van Shiver. He's a Geeks and Gamers friend of them. He's a comic artist. He's actually thanked in the credits of the movie. In the credits of the movie, it says, "Thank you, Ethan Van Shiver." He's over here streaming right now. He's got like 2,000 people, 1790 people over here watching him tell everybody Zack Snyder sucks and how dare he throw us under the bus. Oh my, it's a whole thing. And then now everybody's trying. Here's the problem: you get into this drama, you start saying things maybe you shouldn't be saying. Maybe now is not the time. Because remember, again, they're saying that you spread hate against Chinese people. Ethan Van Shiver was like, "I don't spread hate against Chinese people." Then he made a little joke. He made a joke that maybe you shouldn't have made.
Stop you from killing Chinese people. And to me, no, he'll never stop me from killing Chinese people. Ever. I don't care how many movies he makes.
We haven't killed enough.
Give me a Tommy gun and line him up against the wall, as the great Stan Lee once said.
Hashtag nuke China, right.
That's right. Okay.
Real quick, one more time. I think the worst part is when the guy chimes in with the kill 'em all. I think that makes it go from like, this is a fun joke to, okay, guys, come on.
And to me, no, he'll never stop me from killing Chinese people. Ever. I don't care how many movies he makes.
We haven't killed enough.
We haven't killed enough.
Give me a Tommy gun and line him up against the wall, as the great Stan Lee once said.
Hashtag.
Look, everybody out there is going, Vito's being sent. I know it's a joke. I get it's a joke. I'm right there with you. Okay, the problem is, you got every eyeball on you. I'm not mad. Trust me, I have made jokes way worse than that. Okay, the only thing I'm saying is, that right now every left-wing journalist is coming for your head after Zack Snyder shuts you down. After this tip with Zack Snyder, this is kind of newsworthy that a guy in the credits of Snyder Cut or whatever is now fighting with Zack Snyder. Maybe you save this one, put it in the pocket, bring it out some Chinese other time.
And to me, no, he'll never stop me from killing Chinese people. Ever. I don't care how many movies he makes.
We haven't killed enough.
Look, and again, let's be clear. Here's the thing. Everybody always assumes that if I say something about something that I'm like telling the guy that he did something wrong. I get it. That's a dark joke. I love dark jokes. All I'm saying is, like, we got to talk about what people are talking about. People are talking about that he said it. They're trying to get him canceled. When you know these people, I mean, I hate to say it. Yeah, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that you stick to your guns. You go, yeah, I made that joke. Deal with it. Okay, me, I'm a little more like everybody's coming for my head. I'm gonna keep my head in the. I'm gonna tone it back a little bit because I mean, some of the people coming at him. I look at blue checks coming at him right now. News editor for IO9. I mean, IO9 doesn't have much of a thing. I saw like at least one Lucasfilm person coming for him. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. Can you tell? Should you tell somebody, hey, toe the line, or should you tell somebody, talk about killing Asian people, go nuts? What Vito said, there's a time to be smart, and that was today, to not give journalists an excuse to make the story about toxic fandom. Well, that's the more important thing, I guess I would say, is I hate to use this term, but optics. Okay, you know that right now the big story is going to be, Geeks and Gamers is hate speech, Ethan Van Sciver is hate speech. Maybe now is not the time to even give them an opportunity to take you out of context. Maybe now is the time to go, you know what? I'm not going to make any jokes. I 100% stand against hate. But I get it. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm sarcastic. I'm sardonic. People come at me. I kind of want to double down and be like, you know what? Fuck you. But it is going to, I think there's going to be some fallout from this is what I'm trying to say. I think people are going to try to use this clip. All the people in this clip, I'm like, hold on to your hats, folks, because they're gonna use this. That's what they do, man. It's cancel culture, and it comes for everybody. And they're telling YouTube to cancel this guy. Bogdan Florence says, I mean, that's not funny, and I can totally understand somebody saying that. Like, it's a too soon situation, and he has definitely said too soon. He even said it was too soon. I'm always trying with the subscription. Thank you, buddy. Always good to see you around. Let's see here. There's been some other stuff. Let me see. I would love to have. I wonder if anybody from Geeks and Gamers, if that's a organization or something, would like to call in and give their side. Send me a message on Discord because I'd love to have you. I want to hear what you have to say, or if you're somebody, I don't know, maybe you don't like Geeks and Gamers. I don't really know where I stand with Geeks and Gamers. We've had some. Me and Jeremy have direct messaged each other. I always try to tell him, like, listen, man, just let me be your liberal heel. It'll be funny. Let me come on the show and fight with you, and it'll be funny. And I think he doesn't see the humor in it. But I think we have a weird mutual respect. What did Snyder do? Well, you missed it. Snyder is calling out the Geeks and Gamers crew. He said they spread hate. I mean, it's hard to say exactly what he said. You know what? We're going to have to watch it again. One more time. Let's get his exact comments.
There he is.
He comes in. I wonder what's on his mind right now. I wonder what's on his mind is he's looking at all these people and he's like, I'm about to tell them they're all racist. Or at least that they associate with racists.
I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really, we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, if Justice League teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message, and of course, as father of Asian children, it really hits close to home.
As a father of Asian children, okay, this is so hard to watch. I can't watch. That's the problem with trying to talk about this. Is I want to watch some of this, but it's so hard to watch. Jeremy, obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna watch 8 minutes of Jeremy talking about how he's not racist, but I don't think he's racist.
While the charity stream was going.
And he also, I think, agreed. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to appear on the charity stream because I'm kind of controversial, and I don't want to interfere with the charity stream. It's what I understand. I don't know everything, though, and I would love, again, if somebody knows more of what's going on, feel free to let me know. But yeah, right now, if you just look up Geeks and Gamers, Zack Snyder, you're going to find, am I pulling the Jody card? Wait, what is the Jody card? What is that? That I don't know what's going on because I'm an idiot? If you look up Zack Snyder Geeks and Gamers from today, you're gonna find a lot of coverage. Again, Comic Artist Pro Secrets is streaming. I want to invite him over here, but I don't want to hijack his stream. He's got a bunch of people watching. I guess, you know what? Signora had kind of a good take. The Quartering almost had a good take. We got Matt Jarbo's got a take. Everybody's got a take, man. I love this. I'm not... Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's watch.
Basically saying that I'm not going to hold this against Zach right now because this is bigger than Zach, and we got an opportunity here to kind of flip the script on them in the time that they go after us by name. We'll show who we really are, and we showed that tonight. When Zach joined that stream, it had $60,000 raised. That happened because of the Geeks and Gamers community. Don't make any mistake about it. And it died as soon as he said those things. Now, we've picked it back up. Ryan and Lethal are fucking soldiers because they wanted to say something. And by my request, they didn't. But let me play you exactly what went down tonight over on Uche's.
Is he going to play that same clip? Yeah, I don't want to watch that again.
So, extra.
Absolutely. And definitely.
So, that's what went down tonight. Pretty interesting. Yeah, Extra Girl, do you exist? Apparently, do you exist? You know, I mean, it might.
It's a little cringe, Jeremy, to go, oh, there's an Asian girl right over here. Yeah, I don't think you're racist towards Asians. You don't gotta force the Asian woman to stand up for you.
It might be a spoiler alert, but I'm pretty sure Extra Girl is Asian. Also, Gary, you want to add anything to that?
As the father of a biracial Asian kid, I love Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know where this we hate Asians thing is. I don't know where they got that from. I really want to know where they got that from, or was it just like a generic Geeks and Gamers has something to do with hatred? I don't know exactly what it is. I watched your video about that article written about you. Having known you for so long, they're absolutely correct. Thank you. I'm always trying. Yes, you are right. That I spread hate for some reason. Let me see if I can get Restream chat to work. You have known me for a great portion of my life, and you know that I spread hate. Does anybody know where Zack Snyder got this Geeks and Gamers hate Asian people thing from? I think he just got like confused or something. It's a very confusing accusation. I guess maybe. Well, I mean, again, there was that hit piece going around that kind of accused them of being alt-right, but even if he is alt-right, that doesn't somehow... And I'm not calling him alt-right, to be clear. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know how that translates into hating Asians. I don't know, or that they're white supremacists. Is that what they're accusing them of? I don't understand. Let's take some calls. Let's take some calls again. If you are if you have anything to do with Geeks and Gamers, I'd love to talk to you tonight, but I don't know if any of those guys are going to come by. Let's talk to Amazon Shipping. Amazon, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
All right, good. How are you? So do we have to talk about Zack Snyder stuff tonight, or?
Well, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I had a quick sales pitch for you. It's listen, KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. It's just rumored that there's a third one coming out, and
Sounds
I was just
good. You know what, Amazon? I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Bring it tomorrow. All right, let's talk about DC. Let's do it. Darkseid, you there? Darkseid, you have some sort of thing next to your name. Let's talk to Jack Rush. Jack, and Amazon. I'm not trying to shut you down. Bring it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Jack Rush, the man, not there. Why is nobody listening to me? Geeks and Gamers, yes. Nicolades, you there? Test 1.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on? What do you think about Zack Snyder?
He's a dipshit. No, no.
Well, he's getting people mad at him for some reason because he said that stuff. I don't know. Was it wrong for him to call out the Geeks and the Gamers?
I don't think so.
No.
His opinion is his opinion. I don't know.
I don't know if it was his opinion. That's the thing. We don't know. It's like, did he really want to say that, or did Warner Brothers kind of force him to?
Of the doubt.
Yeah. I think so as well. Hold on, I want to play this stupid video game. Well, did you see the movie? Do you have anything to say about the movie?
Well, I don't think I need to see the movie, and I don't think I have time to see the movie anyway. To be
4
honest.
hours. It is 4 hours long. It is quite a commitment.
Yeah, I'm not that big into DC. I saw the original, and I think I got the idea of what's gonna happen. The new stuff is not that many.
No, it's
in my
pretty much
opinion.
the same movie. You just see Darkseid now, and you get some different scenes. I mean, it expands on some stuff. You see a lot more Cyborg. You meet, you get a lot more like Cyborg's story. But a lot of it, a lot of the stuff that they, a lot of the stuff that they cut from in the original version, you're like, yeah, I can understand why you didn't really need it in the movie. Like, there's a whole scene where the Flash meets his girlfriend, who he never talks to for the rest of the movie. It's just like a random setup of like, hey, he did this thing because, I don't know, it's a cool car crash or something. But yeah, it didn't really do anything.
Yeah, it's just an extra. It's just filler at best. It's filler. Many things that Zack Snyder put in the Zack Snyder not added, just made. I think they were just extra filler that was just not used, and because people were just demanding Snyder cut, Snyder cut, Snyder cut. They saw it as a money opportunity, and it is. So he just put everything he felt that's presentable.
Yeah, he put. It doesn't seem. It seems like he just literally. It's like he put every single thing he had in it, and you're like, well, all right, but a lot of this stuff does not need to be here. What else are you gonna do with it? I mean, it's kind of like watching a lot of deleted scenes and stuff almost, because it's a lot of stuff that does not need to be in the movie. But whatever, you can watch it.
People were demanding it basically, and are you gonna deny free money? I mean, the scenes are already made. The only thing you need to do is edit it so it's a bit comprehensive, and that's it. That's it, really.
Yeah. All right, I hear you. Well, Nicolaids, I'm gonna try and get through some colors.
See ya.
Thanks for coming by. All right, I think Darkseid got his mic going. Darkseid, you there?
Yes, I am. I was having some trouble earlier.
Oh, don't worry about it. Now, maybe I screwed it up. What are you up to, buddy? What do you think about all this Snyder cut?
Well, as a half Hispanic Japanese fellow, I'm very offended.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about Ethan Van Sciver making jokes about killing all the Asians? Because that was a bit much at this point in time.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know
Probably
anything
not
about
the best. Did you see the clip that we played a second ago?
Yep. I got a notification. Vito streaming a Zack Snyder controversy. Like, what? What the hell is this about? I got to see what this is about.
Well, it's not. It's a pretty YouTube localized controversy. I think most people do not care, but it is interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was clearly a joke. I thought it was very obviously a joke, but I'm still sitting there going, "Ooh, that was yikes."
Well, I think I think the problem was a guy kind of egged him on. Like, he made a little joke. It's like, he's gonna stop us from killing. I'm never gonna stop killing Asians, And if you just stop there and you're like, I'm joking, haha. But then another guy chimes in. He's like, where, you got to kill more of them. I'm like, no. Don't build on the joke. You got to be quick with the. Because whenever I make a joke like that, I very quickly go, okay, we're joking, like immediately.
I've noticed that.
You can't really because if you stretch it out, they'll immediately take it out of context. I mean, my God, you don't want people to be uncomfortable either. You don't want people. We make a joke like that, you gotta own it really quick. I don't know, man. It was a bad look. But the thing is, I was watching his stream, and he was like, look, maybe, I can admit it was really bad timing. But we do have to say it is a joke. I mean, we can't say that the guy actually wants to kill anybody or has any hate in his heart. I mean, that's, all you can do is say a guy was insensitive. People are insensitive sometimes. It's not nearly as bad as being an actual hate monger or anything, which I don't think I would not accuse him of. But he does have a history. Again, you know what? The problem is he has like a history of cutting up Rose Tico action figures and stuff. I guess you get you get into these situations where people will start making assumptions about you. But I don't think that guy's an actual hate monger. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know very well. I hope maybe he'll come on. He can tell us. He's not going to come on.
Here's a guest for you.
Yeah, well, I want the Geeks and Gamers people to know we're here to listen to you, to talk to you. You say you've been unfairly vilified by Zack Snyder, and I'm here tonight. I want you to tell your story if you're out there.
Man, I wish I got bullied by $1 million Hollywood directors.
Yeah. To be fair, I gotta say this. Look, man, you've been on YouTube. Zack Snyder calling you a piece of shit is good. Any publicity is good publicity, as they say. You know, it might suck because maybe you like Zack Snyder and maybe you're being unfairly vilified, but there's always a silver lining. At least people are clicking on over to find out who this hate monger is, and maybe they get a better impression of you. But no, I can understand being upset with this situation.
Kill myself.
Yeah. And to be clear to anyone listening to my stream, we do not support the victimization of Asian Americans. I was trying to think of a joke. I don't even know what. Asians in general. That's true. Are there any Asians that deserve to be victimized? I can't think of any. I think they're all good. I think unless they're like Nazi Asians, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find Asian people who should be victimized, but not because they're Asian.
All right, they're gonna take that out of context.
Why?
See, it's so hard. It's so hard to not get taken out of context. We're even just trying to locate a stupid joke of like, is there whatever. I can't even do it. I can't even say it because they're gonna clip it. We live in a cancel culture society. Cancel culture. They're canceling everybody. It's getting nuts these days.
I was getting pretty kind of pissed when you're on your Twitter briefly. You saw one guy saying, "I don't care if he said it in a joking way or how he said it. This is reprehensible, and he must be canceled." I go, "You're really sitting here acting like you're holier than thou? Are you really telling me, and however old you are, you've never made an edgy joke?" It's like, yeah, it was pretty bad and nuts, but do you really think you're any better? You really think you're free of sin?
I am glad that they're canceling so many people at this point that getting canceled almost doesn't matter anymore. It's like you used to get canceled, it was an event. Now it's like they cancel 2 or 3 people every day, so it's like, who cares? If I get canceled, people will be like, who? I don't even know who that guy is. I don't care. It's great. So if they keep canceling people, I'll just disappear into the background. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, don't look, man. You can say I'm offended and I want an apology or something. But if you're gonna say, hey, I mean, they're saying delete this guy's YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, come on now. When people say one dumb thing, you can't delete their whole life because of it. It's just unreasonable. Especially a guy. It's not like if he had legitimately said, let's go kill some people. Okay, sure, but you can't cancel him for. Again, making a dumb joke. It's too much.
It was very clearly a joke. As bad as it was very obvious to me that was him trying to be edgy.
It was pretty bad. You're like, oh, buddy, come on. Not right now. Not with all eyes on you. I don't think these guys realize. Here's the thing about the Geeks and Gamers crew. I don't know if these guys always understand... I don't know if they understand the game that they are unfortunately required to play by virtue of wanting to be media commentators. I mean, if you want a chance of getting I'm not saying you got to pull your punches, but again, if you're going to make 1 million videos where Kathleen Kennedy's eyes are glowing demon red, you're not going to be the friends of anybody in Hollywood. I'm probably not the friends of anybody in Hollywood just because I talked enough shit about Star Wars. So you can't really get surprised when Zack Snyder is like, look, man, I don't want your logo on my thing. Now, I will say maybe you went too far to all of a sudden try and accuse them of being hate mongers. But I would have been like, wait, Zack Snyder wants to come on our stream? Is he high? Like, no. Like, I wonder if they knew, like, did they understand, like, hey, this is a really bad look for Zack Snyder to have the Geeks and Gamers logo on his thing? And they'll say, well, Geeks and Gamers, we have all people of all stripes, we love everybody. Yeah, but you still Photoshop the heads of studios with their eyes glowing red. It's a bad look for, again, a director like Zack Snyder, who might want to work for Disney in the future, to be like, my best friend, makes hundreds of videos about why Disney movies and Disney stars are, the literal embodiment of Satan. It looks bad. You get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just ranting at this point. I'm all over the place. Anyway, Dark Side, anything you wanted to add to that?
I'm still pretty. This whole thing is new to me. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah.
I think it's nervous when I saw Grodd.
Have you watched?
I know.
movie
I always
yet?
know what he has to say.
Did you watch the
I have
movie?
not. I'm not really gonna.
All right, it's all right.
No, that's not.
It is definitely
my
not
time.
great. It is still a miserable movie.
I watched your video about it, and it was like, okay, so after how many millions of dollars reshoots, now it's a 4-hour movie, and it's still just maybe a little above mediocre. What a good use of money.
It looks real good. It's definitely an expense. I can tell that they spent money on it, but again, it's not like some masterpiece that I'm going to tell people you got to go watch it. It's just not one. I don't think it's going to stand the test of time. It's not going to be 20 years from now. You got to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think it's just going to be like, yeah, he made this like really expensive kind of crappy DC movie one time. I don't know. Something to watch as a curiosity. All right, Darkseid, thanks for coming by, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Good luck.
absolutely. All right. Doomcock loved it. Tell Doomcock to call in. Look, I know none of these guys like me for some reason. They don't like me. As somebody put it recently, they're like, Vito calls out bullshit on both sides, so both sides hate him. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of it. Is that I just don't have time for anybody's bullshit. I don't pick a side. Let's see here. I feel like Grodd, I don't know if Grodd has any takes on this. Grodd, do you care about any of this?
I think Bloodstained is a good game. I'm glad to see you playing it.
Oh, yeah, I never beat I bought it when it came out. I actually got the Kickstarter version signed by Koji Igarashi. Cool. It was kind of a waste of money, but whatever. But I like the game. It's fun.
Yeah, it is good. I see you're at the beginning, so you're going to have a fun journey.
Yeah, I mean, I got like halfway. No, maybe not halfway through it, but I got through part of it before. But now I'm on the PS5, so I didn't transfer my save
I'm not
data
a huge
over.
fan of these whole movie stuff. I think the remake thing, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't think it's going to save it. It's just from the first one. Like, there's not enough left on the cutting room floor to make like a masterpiece. Not even a masterpiece.
It's not
but just
great.
something competent. It's just
it's watchable, but it's just too long. It's miserable. Everybody's miserable the whole movie. It's funny. Somebody left a comment. They're like, "Well, they're supposed to be miserable because Superman died. Batman feels bad for killing Superman. Cyborg's sad because his mom's died." I'm like, look, man, just because all the characters have a reason to be miserable doesn't mean the movie is not like. That's not the problem. I'm not saying they didn't explain why they're miserable. It's just
there are lots
dark
of movies where the
and
beginning
depressing.
is sad and the main cast has reason to be, but they like it doesn't make the movie miserable. Like, there's a difference between having a character be miserable and having the experience of watching them in the movie be miserable.
Did you listen to my review or no? Not yet.
I did not yet. I was going to get to it soon. I didn't think you were going to stream until tomorrow, to be honest. So I was going to.
Well, I figured everybody's talking about Snyder. I think we'll stream tomorrow as well, but right now Snyder talk is on everybody's mind. So why not capitalize on the frenzy? Someone's saying to jump and use the Hadoken motion while wearing shoes. Do I have shoes? I'm not wearing shoes. I don't have shoes.
It's a weapon type. You'll find it soon enough.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have the Kung Fu shoes.
Yeah, so
yeah, I can do that, and then I can do wata. Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna use a whip or something. Anyway, did you see the controversy with do you watch Geeks and Gamers?
You don't watch it, but I might know of the controversy. Well,
yeah, are you aware of Zack Snyder accusing them of hating Asian people?
I don't know the depths of it, but I know a little bit. Yeah, I skimmed past it because it's bullshit.
It is bullshit. But my point was, I don't know why anybody thought Zack Snyder was gonna let you put the Geeks and Gamers logo on his charity fundraiser for suicide, or however. I don't know how they structured it. I don't know who was responsible for what. But I mean, just go. We were going through. Look, let's just take a look. Have you seen the Geeks and Gamers YouTube? And I'm not saying
I've
mine's
seen
better.
some of their stuff
I'm
occasionally.
I'm not saying that I never have.
It's not really my kind of content.
Sure. I'm not saying I've
I
never
find
put.
it's for normies, you know.
Yeah, normies. Oh yeah, right. I forgot you're elevated above the rest of us. Look, I'm not saying.
No. It's not that I'm elevated. It's that I'm below.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
that you've taken the black
I'm not.
pill.
I'm not special because I'm better. I'm special because I'm corrupted.
I
you
mean,
know, that's the.
I'm just gonna get here's you understand when I say something like. You can understand why a major movie studio does not want to be associated with videos about SJWs. Like that makes sense to you, right? It's not a good look for the brand in today's whatever society.
Well, I mean, associated how? Like associated
like a channel that
being
makes
SJW or you know.
No, I'm saying a channel that makes
SJWs.
videos about how much SJWs suck. Like Warner Brothers probably doesn't want their logo anywhere near their movie, right?
Well, I understand that they would claim that. I don't think that that's a sensible business decision.
Do you think it makes sense for Warner Brothers to associate
I don't think people
themselves?
really care. I don't think people really care what an actor or maybe you know a worker
director,
does in their or whatever,
Zack Snyder,
director. I don't think people care what a director thinks in their spare time. What I care about as a consumer is the product that they create.
That's not.
The
That's
only
not
way
how it
it
works
would matter
anymore.
is if they ideologically warp the content to suit their ideological beliefs, and I disagree with that as a principle.
I mean, this has always been a thing. We can't pretend this is a new thing, okay?
No, it's not new. I just don't think that most people really care about that thing.
I think the
they
problem
care
is
about
most people
how good
do
a job
care.
someone does.
I think a lot of people really care about the politics of the actors and the actresses. I mean, that's been the problem, is that people care too much about this sort of thing.
That's insane, though. I get that
Sometimes it
some
is.
people do, but those are like the super fan creeps who would like lick the asshole of their favorite artist. It's like, no, like I don't care what an artist actually thinks. I care like the quality of the product they produce. And
I just
sure,
I can understand
is
Warner Brothers being
ideologically
like
bent,
or again, all right. Let's make it more clear. What do you think about? This is what I've been saying. Is here we go. Kathleen Kennedy, she's the head of Lucasfilm, right? Should
unfortunately.
Shut up. You don't care. Does Zack Snyder? Oh, you do care.
She's negative. Well, she's negatively impacting, all of the Star Wars products.
Does it
and
make
I do
sense?
think she is
right.
infecting it with her ideological bent. So
Sure.
in this case, it matters because she's infecting
shut
the
up.
content.
Shut up. Let me make my point. Does it make sense for Zack Snyder, a major Hollywood director, who very possibly could want to get a job at Disney in the future, right? That's a possibility. Okay? Does it make sense for him to take a logo from a channel and associate himself with it? A channel that has multiple videos where Kathleen Kennedy is glowing red demon eyes. She's got a clown nose. She's got devil horns. Like, doesn't that look kind of bad for him if he wants to get a job in the future where she goes, hey, why are you hanging out with this Geeks and Gamers thing? I don't want to give you a job directing a Star Wars movie. You hang out with guys who Photoshop me as a little devil woman. It's a bad look for him.
Does he Photoshop her as a devil woman? I mean, here's the thing. This is
a bad look.
This
It's
is
a bad
taking an
look.
association to the extremes. Like,
To the
you're not going to be able to
extreme.
just know
It's not-
somebody.
It's not like a
Vito.
friend of a friend of a friend. It's him saying, hey, welcome to the Geeks and Gamers live stream. It's your boy Zack Snyder. It's a
Right.
bad look. It's a bad look. Look, I got to go to the bathroom. Grodd, I'll have you back on because I'm not going to let you run the show while I'm gone. I can't do it. All right? Everybody just hold on. I'm going to go to the bathroom. All right? Just be cool. Oh, could you guys hear me dropping a dumper in the other fucking room? Jesus Christ, my insides. Let's put Grad back on for 2 seconds. Hey, Grad.
Hey, Vito.
I think
you're terrified to give me 6 seconds again.
Yeah, because you're gonna immediately start advocating for some sort of. You know what? I can't even say it. Is how bad it would be. I can't even joke about the
problem,
things.
Vito. That's
I
the
can't
problem.
even joke about the things I worry you would bring up, Grod.
You can't even joke about me joking about something. That's how insane we are in this modern world.
I think we're moving in the right direction, though. You know why?
Why?
Because I think they're seeing that they're starting to cancel the people they like. Did you see that Teen Vogue editor got canceled?
Though we are seeing cancellations of the very people who supported canceling. So
yeah,
although
now
that's very
that it's
cathartic,
turning, they don't like it. Now that it's turning, they're angry boys. Let's take a look here. Search Twitter for.
Do you have that picture, by the way? You mentioned the demon eyes, because I'm wondering if this is the activated eyes as opposed to the demon eyes. I think maybe you're confusing.
She has literal fucking devil horns. All right, like it's
okay, with devil horns. Okay,
they're not trying to make her look. To be fair, in one picture they gave
because I've seen them conflate that before.
Yeah, I know. I've given people demon eyes to look cool before too, but they clearly are giving her the evil devil eyes. It's very clear.
Well,
but you saw that Teen Vogue? This is a black woman, right? She's Alexi McCammond. Is she black?
Well,
she's got a darker skin. She's definitely a woman of color. Let's put it that way. Alexi McCammond.
See, this right here, just that's
trying to figure out what race someone
is. Yeah,
you
gotta hold up. It's like that meme, like the Family Guy meme, where you've got the stick
little
with
swatch
the different colors, and you hold it up to them and you eyeball it, and it's like, now you're a darkie,
I'm trying to figure. Well, okay, I don't know about using that terminology, but okay, McCammond. I don't know what kind of race that would be. Oh, whatever. Can I get into the story without your hate speech for 2 seconds? Jesus Christ. Alexi McCammond.
She's an Irish with a tan.
Well, it is a Mick, yeah. I'm a Mick, so I can say that. Us Micks are filthy. Alexis McCannon, whatever, has parted ways with Teen Vogue just 2 weeks after being made the new editor-in-chief because over 10 years ago, she made some tweets that were like, I just woke up with Asian eyes. Like, stupid. The stupidest cancellation.
Yeah, it's stupid, but that's not even a racist comment. It's like have you seen Asians?
Okay, thank you, Grod, for coming on the show.
Okay.
Ruining my segment. Well, have you seen their eyes? Jesus Christ, man. Can you stay on topic? For the love of God. Here's what I'm trying to say before Grod, with his nonsense, tries to get me canceled. What do you call it? They're saying she's half Japanese, half... Oh, no, this woman is half Japanese. I have no idea. She looks a mixed race of some sort. Is it racist for a white man to try and figure out what race somebody is? The point is, this is a woman of color. She's very clearly a progressive individual. She fights for progressive values, and they're even canceling her. Nobody's perfect enough for these people. I want to see. Okay, here we go. Outdone by an Asian. # what's new. What vile hatred that is. Now Googling how not to wake up with swollen Asian eyes. Give me a 2 out of 10 on my chem problem. Thanks a lot, stupid Asian TA. You're great. Okay, so those are the 3 tweets, and apparently that's good enough to cancel this woman. And I think I see a lot of people. Again, Jack Posobiec is the one putting this out. Good old Jack Posobiec. You got all these people and like, wait, this is a highly progressive, anti-racist, whatever the hell. And then her whole staff has more than 20 members of the staff of Teen Vogue. We've written a management about her past racist and homophobic tweets. We stand with you at a historically high. You know what it is? It's because they were Asian. If they weren't Asian tweets, maybe she would have got away with it. Right now, the current cause of the current, what do you call it? I have not slept whatever. The current ongoing cause is standing up for Asian people. And a bad time to try to get a job when you get anti-Asian... well, not even anti-Asian tweets. She was like an old Asian woman. That's not even racist. Warning, you may one day be held accountable and have to face consequences for your racist words. A good rule of thumb is don't be racist. Work to be anti-racist instead. This is like, yeah, don't be racist. Okay. But like, you know what the real moral of this story is? Fucking delete your tweets. Delete your tweets. I'll show you how to do it right now. Tweetdelete.net. I was just thinking, I got to run this again. All right? I don't know if you got to pay for it. You sign in. First, you go to Twitter. You go to the back end of Twitter. You can archive all your tweets because a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't want to lose all my little jokes. I don't want to lose my pictures. You can make an archive. You can save it to your desktop, on my desktop or on my in my one of my hard drives. I have every tweet I made from 2010 to 2018, and I deleted all of them. And now I got to delete the ones from the past 2 years because everybody's lost their fucking mind trying to cancel everybody. You make an archive, you delete all your tweets, you move on. And you out there keep going, oh, Vito, why'd you delete that tweet? Why'd you delete these tweets? Because I'm trying to save my life. Have you seen what they're doing out here? They'll cancel anybody. Don't delete your tweets. Just stop caring about getting canceled. Okay. I like being uncanceled. Leave me alone. I like doing what I'm doing. Oh, shut up, Grodd. Grodd gets mad. Come on, it's a bit. It's a bit. What do you care? Fucking Grodd gets all mad when I hang up on him. It's funny to hang up on you. Will you just go along with it for once in your life? Anyway, let's take some calls. Somebody, if anybody knows anybody from Geeks and Gamers, tell them we're over here. We want to talk to them. Let's try talking to Archer. Archer, are you there?
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going all right. How you doing?
Not bad. Is my audio good?
Yeah, it actually sounds all right.
All right, cool. How was I watched your review. How was Zack Snyder's Justice League? I haven't
miserable.
seen it yet.
It's a miserable movie.
I don't doubt it. I haven't watched it yet. I don't really care enough to. I mean, I'm sure I will at some point, but
the point I made, so you said you watched my review or you haven't watched it yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Well, the point I was making, if you remember, was I think that movie would have worked better if you had everybody's miserable for no reason. Just like Batman's miserable because Superman's dead. Cyborg's miserable because his mom's dead and he's a robot. Flash is kind of miserable because his dad's in prison, I guess. But I don't know. Flash is like the only guy who's kind of fun. But
Right.
you needed a guy. You needed like a Tom Holland Spider-Man type guy who really could have livened things up. It needed one guy who just was not a miserable, sad loser, whatever. Like Aquaman's mad about. I don't even know what Aquaman's mad about. That he's supposed to be in charge of Atlantis and he doesn't want to do it. Why make Aquaman fun? I don't know. Make him like The Rock. He's fun.
Aquaman and like Superman are like two of like the most optimistic characters of
Right.
all time, and in these movies they're just depressed pricks the whole time, and I'm like,
Well, that's part of the problem is
like-
that Superman's not in most of the movie. And like if you had Superman running around going, "It's time to be super, 'cause I'm Superman," you know. But instead, everybody's just miserable, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's trying to, and like, yeah, there's movies where like I think in Batman, all the Batman movies, he's miserable through the whole movie, but that's fine because it's one character. But when everybody's just miserable, it's like excruciating to watch.
well, let me ask you something. So like, I don't know if you're talking about spoilers right now, but like,
Yeah.
I personally don't care about spoilers just because.
I mean, the movie, it's you know how the movie ends. They fight whatever
yeah.
his name is, and they beat him, and whatever. There's not a lot to spoil.
Yeah, so what was like, I'm just curious, like, I tried to find a clip on it, I couldn't find anything. What was like Batman and Superman's like when
Beef?
they like reunited? No, not their beef. Like when they like met each other in this movie again. Like what was that interaction like? I mean, I'm assuming there was that stupid ass like fight scene with everybody where Superman just fights the whole team for no reason.
Yeah,
Like was that the first?
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that they do not talk to each other at all. in the movie. I'm pretty sure it was because, yeah, they fight, then Superman leaves, then he shows up at the end and saves everybody, and they don't, like, have a conversation where it's like, it's good to have you back, Superman! Like, it's literally just, like, oh, man, I can't bring, I was going to say, should I bring up a scene from the movie, but there's, like, a scene at the end where they're all, like, standing next to each other, looking over the town, and like, yeah, we just saved the day, all right, and I'm like, Superman, you don't know any of these people. Like, you've never talked to any of them. Why are you, like, standing next to them all proud? Like, shouldn't you be introducing yourself? Like, oh, by the way, I'm Superman. Hi. This is the first time we've ever actually interacted other than me trying to kill you. It was super weird. And they also don't have, like, a scene where, like, they talk about, like, hey, working together is pretty good. Maybe we should start one of them Justice Leagues or something. It's like, it was super weird, like, the ending. Yeah, there should have been a scene where Batman and Superman, like, kind of talk to each other a little bit, right? Like, hey, man, sorry I tried to kill you in the last movie. That would have been pretty good. That would have been helpful.
Yeah, like, you saw Avengers Endgame, I assume, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, like, one of the things I really liked about that movie was, like, so when Iron Man and Captain America are, like, kind of reuniting for the first time in a couple of years. The last time they saw each other was they had a fight, right? And they had kind of a they had a conversation. They were a little bit, like, acrimonious towards each other. And it just kind of feels like in this movie, you would think that Batman and Superman would have some kind of conversation like, look, I know we've had our differences, like, you know.
I know you tried to kill me, but to be fair, but I'm Superman, and I'm a good man, and I think we need to work together to defeat Darkseid. Yes. Yeah, they don't talk to each other in the movie. And now that you bring it up, that is very weird. Like,
yeah,
you think there would have been like a scene. I don't even know what does Superman do at the end of the movie. I guess he just goes and I don't know. I gotta watch it again. Everybody had like a little scene where they just I think he's just hanging out with Lois Lane again.
He walks into the freaking camera and takes his shirt off and shows the S, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
He flies off.
No, I think you know what it is? Oh, you know what? Okay, they do show up at the end because I think Batman pays off his mom's farm because his mom's farm's about to get foreclosed on.
That was in the theatrical cut. Right?
Hold on, I'm going to see if they actually talk to each other. I think Batman just talks to Wonder Woman. I have my HBO Max subscription. I definitely obtained this movie through legal means. Because I'm a good boy. Okay, hold on. Where is it?
Is there some, like, Batman Wonder Woman romance in this movie?
You know what? No. I was reading what Zack Snyder wanted to do. Zack Snyder wanted that while Superman was dead,
Lois Lane.
Batman falls in love with Lois Lane. And, yeah, it was a whole thing. Okay, hold on. Videos. Where did I save it? I think I saved it to my porn folder, which makes it impossible to find. Come on. Sort by name. I know there's a scene where they buy off his mom's farm.
He bought the bank. I remember that.
That's the other thing. Yeah, it is weird. Like a lot of stuff that Whedon did is just gone. All right, Torrance. Not Torrance. I paid for this movie, of course. Would never. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay. MP4.
Dude, I did watch the nightmare scene. That scene was kind of bad.
Which one? The new Nightmare with the Joker?
Yeah, where Batman tells Joker, "I'm gonna effing kill you," and I'm like, "That's kind of weird, man."
Okay,
dude,
Batman and Superman do have one tiny little conversation.
Interaction.
Yeah, I can't listen to it or I'll get in trouble. But they're in front of the farm. I don't know exactly what he says to him. But at the end of the movie, again, it's weird. Everybody kind of goes their own way. We have Aquaman goes back to his fucking drinking and whatever else. Flash goes back to his town. You're like, shouldn't you guys be like, the Cyborg goes and listens to his dad's goddamn tape recorder. Shouldn't you guys have like a cool conversation about like, I guess we are stronger together. Maybe we should. I guess Batman looking at the remains of Wayne Manor, is that him saying I'm going to build the Justice League here? But he doesn't say anything. He just looks at it.
Well, here's the thing. It's interesting that you bring that up because, talking about Joss Whedon, So like Whedon obviously directed the first two Avengers movies, and I remember at the end of that movie, like they all went their separate ways, but they're like, yeah, they agreed if anything happens again, we're gonna come back together. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It is an exhausting movie, and I look forward to people talking about how they fell asleep during it. I think a lot of people are just gonna be like, I can't handle this. It takes like 2.5 hours to actually get the team together. The whole movie is just getting the team together, and it's not even interesting the way they do it. All right, Archer, I'm gonna take some more calls, man. I love you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Have fun. There's Archer. Who are we gonna talk to? Lobster Man, Lobster Magnet, Lobster. You there?
Hey, can you hear me, Video?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Hey, so that was really funny with Grod talking about, like, he seems like the target audience for geeks and gamers.
That's the thing. I'm surprised he's not a bigger fan, is that they seem to have some things in common.
They seem to have a lot in common. Maybe he's just a fan who just doesn't want to admit it because it seems too normie on the surface.
He says they're too normie. They're too normie. They're not as red pilled as Grod is yet.
Just not enough conspiracy theories. So what exactly happened during? Like, I have some details about the whole. So from my understanding, the Geeks and Gamer is the website / YouTube channel organized this fundraiser, and then Zack Snyder came a part of it, and then said, "I can't be associated."
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong on this, but I don't know if the fundraiser was specifically just Geeks and Gamers, or if it was like, here's a bunch of different channels, and like some of them are Geeks and Gamers, and whatever, but like everybody's involved. But whatever it is, the charity page, I assume the page where you go to donate. Again, if I'm wrong, and somebody call in and tell me, but it seems like the page where you donate had the Geeks and Gamers logo on it. And Zack Snyder came in, he was like, hey, I noticed that logo's on there. I gotta be clear. I am not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers, and I stand up against Asian hate. And yeah, you're cackling, right? You're cackling.
I thought the whole thing was hilarious on so many levels. It was pure comedy gold. Because on one hand, you've basically got like these are the people who like rallied for the Snyder Cut. We're gonna fight back against the SJWs. The Snyder Cut is our rallying cry.
Yeah.
This is what will defeat Captain Marvel. We're gonna get the Snyder Cut.
We're the true fans of Zack Snyder. He recognizes us. He's our hero, and then he basically comes in and he goes, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but thanks for collecting some money for me. It's
completely.
Yeah, it was, and I don't know how much Zach knew, like, who was Geeks and Gamers. I still don't know who is Geeks and, like, technically, I don't even know how they structure that whole thing, because some guys go, yeah, I'm a part of Geeks and Gamers, and some guys just stream with them but have their own channel. I don't know exactly how they do it, but I know guys like Ryan, who was on that thing. He's very close to Jeremy. I think he considers himself parts of the Geeks and Gamers crowd or whatever. Now, Darius in the chat has a bit of an explanation. Anyone could donate, but Geeks and Gamers organized it and promoted it, talked to Zach, and the community donated like $50,000 before the stream even started. So it sounds like it was a Geeks and Gamers. If that's true, if it was a Geeks and Gamers organized thing, it's pretty bad to show up and go, by the way, I'm not associated with you people. Like, yikes.
My guess is what I think happened, or at least this is my theory crafting, is that like all Hollywood people like Zack Snyder don't have time to go on all the fucking YouTube channels. They gotta make big Hollywood movies. So someone probably told them, saying that like Geeks and Gamers, he already kind of like, not him directly, but like DC got shit for like Ethan Van Sciver, the Comicsgate guy, had a thank you page at the end of it because they used some things that were like technically his like copyright for when he worked.
Is that what it was? That he was saying he said he was thanked in the original Justice League too, not just the Snyder Cut. So I don't know what that was for. If it was something he drew, or I'm not exactly sure.
plot or art element. Who knows? He worked there for like a number of years, so maybe something Green Lantern-ish. So he was kind of gloating, and people were complaining, like, how dare you,
how dare you put him in there?
Yeah, with Kelly Sue DeConnick and all these other more positive people, and then just have him in there while he was just sort of gloating, saying like, "I'll take the paycheck."
How does he get? I don't know how you get a. Do you get a paycheck for a special thanks credit? I mean, I guess maybe he's getting paid else, but I think you would have to get like a real credit to get paid for it. Special thanks is usually meaningless.
He said he got a royalty check. He did say he got. I did watch the stream as a cultural observer. I did hear him say like, "Oh, I got a nice fat royalty check. This feels pretty nice. So there's nothing you can do about it." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So he was
but it's just weird that I would think that if you get a check, you would get a different credit than special thanks. I thought special thanks was specifically like a a vanity credit. Like it doesn't really mean anything. So I don't know. But I mean, good for him if he got paid. Obviously, if he did the work. But yeah, it is. Crazy what's going on. As I've said, I don't think these guys understand that their brand is not on brand with what Hollywood is doing and what Hollywood wants. Like, you can't really get you can get upset, I think, when he accuses you of hating Asians or whatever, because I don't know where that comes from. But if I was them, I would have been like, I can't believe Zack Snyder wants to come on our live stream. I would have been like, it seems like a really bad idea for him to come on our live stream, but okay. That's just me, man. Like, I've seen the Hollywood machine. You can't really play games. And Geeks and Gamers were going through their page. I mean, as I keep saying, I'm like, this is a page that takes the head of a studio, someone like Kathleen Kennedy, and photoshops her with devil horns and demon eyes and whatever else. It looks bad for a guy like Zack Snyder if he's going to ever try to get a job with Disney or anywhere else that he's associated with that kind of thing.
Well, I think I know where the Asian hatred probably comes from. I'm sure if you dig deep enough, there's probably some roasted Rose Tico.
Right. It's very possible. And there was a recent article about a lot of the hate towards that woman, and they're trying to say that Geeks and Gamers was responsible for the hate towards Kelly Marie Tran. I mean, it's so weird how this happens like overnight, because that shooting was what, like 3 days ago? I mean, I guess there was kind of a build toward this, Asians are the new super victims in the news cycle.
It varies. It's kind of fucked up in terms of like, I don't know, someday I might make a video, but it's too toxic to like talk. But like one thing that always infuriates me is like kind of like standing who's the most victim on the pyramid right now.
Right.
Like it shifts. Like a few months ago, for the longest time it was like Asians. Or no, it was gay people, like
gays, and now we had a cycle of black people, and we're not coming down on it. It's just weird that like it seems like we can't focus on more than one victim at a time, so we kind of pick a year and we go, all right, this year we're going to focus on black people's problems, this year we're going to focus on Asian people's problems, or at least that's kind of what it seems like. And it's a very bad time to have a bunch of videos in your history of cutting up Asian women action figures. Like, someone's going to take that out of context. Someone's asking if Ryan Reynolds is in the Snyder Cut. No, they actually would not let him use Green Lantern. He was going to put Green Lantern in, and they wouldn't let him. Well, they let him put one Green Lantern, but not an actual Green Lantern character.
Someday I just want to stand the Uyghurs in China. Probably, I think, the most oppressed minority right now.
I'm actually getting worried that, and I'm getting way too paranoid, and this is probably not the case, but I'm like, are they doing this so that we can't like criticize China? Like, are they trying to make like Asian oppression a thing so that when we go, hey, China sucks, they're gonna go, whoa, don't you know that that's a racist dog whistle towards Asian populations? They better not do that.
As long as there's no more like ICEL, shootings, I think it'll, as messed up as this is to say, it feels like kind of like, as long as there's no more violence or Trump supporters, saying, you brought the Kung Flu, then I think it'll die down. And then someone, probably transgender people, they always seem to rise to the top of that pyramid.
they're a cause majeure, I think is what the word I was looking for earlier. What was I going to say? It's a weird time, and you got to bite your tongue, and I don't know, man. Like, they're as I was saying earlier, they're canceling so many people. It's like, can you even worry about? You can't even keep track of somebody who gets canceled. It's like you'll watch a movie, you'll be like, "Is that guy canceled? I thought that guy was canceled." It's like, it doesn't matter. We canceled so many people that he got to come back around. I think if you cancel everybody, eventually doesn't that uncancel everybody on a long enough timeline?
Well, have you ever heard of Ryan Long, the controversial semi-conservative comedian?
He's doing great. He's knocking it out of the fucking park.
He had a great video about or skit about like cancel capital, how you have to cancel someone to get this much capital, which can absolve you from cancellation. And if you go after Trump, that's unlimited with cancel capital. It was so fucking. It was messed up.
I'm not gonna lie. I am insanely jealous, and I'm not even gonna call it jealousy. What would be the word? I admire Ryan Long for having the ability to. He's. I don't think you guys understand how much of a pain in the fucking ass it is to organize a shoot, to get actors, to write a script, whatever else. He's putting out so much content. I don't even know how he does it. It's incredible.
He's just like a beast, and it's all like really high quality.
It's all pretty goddamn good. So I'm just in awe of what he does. Seems like a superhuman. If I'm jealous of anything, I'm jealous of his stamina. I don't know how he finds the time, the ability to do it, and it pushes me. I got to do more. The only thing I did this week was fucking sit in front of my webcam for 45 minutes to talk about Zack Snyder. That's not putting in the work. I got to put in the work. So everybody, you should be following Ryan Long. What a workhorse that man is.
It'll be interesting to see, like, if he gets like a Netflix special, and then like, can they kill him, or will he be able to like stay independent? And as long as like, someone tries to, kill him through like abusing the YouTube system, will he still be able to remain relevant and just basically fund on his own platform?
It is, I mean, if I was him, I would just he should just fund his own comedy special. You can do it. Just fund your own comedy. Louis C.K. did it. Get a venue, hire 2 or 3 cameramen, hire a sound guy, do a special, put it up on Amazon. And I think that would be the best thing for Ryan Long to do. Because honestly, we're very quickly seeing that mainstream media gatekeepers they just suck at their jobs. They suck at knowing what people want to see. That it's just like, well, just go around them, make a ton of money yourself, and then they're going to come to you and go, hey, we noticed you're making it. Money talks, right? Money is the greatest language in the world. If you make a successful Amazon comedy special yourself, Netflix is going to go, yeah, well, we don't agree with your politics, but we love money, so how about we fund the next one? I think that would be the best course for Ryan Long.
That's what I'm kind of curious to see, because it feels like, as you see, like Hollywood, at least superficially, probably not, realistically liberal, because, Hollywood just gives a shit about where the money is. But It seems like, liberally controlled things have the power. But I'm kind of wondering, because I'm noticing this like trend of like a little bit savvier, better conservative content or right-leaning content creators. And like people laugh like, oh, Ben Shapiro's going to make Star Wars. And I'm sure the Ben Shapiro, Gina Carano thing is probably going to suck. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm really don't see Ben Shapiro as a great movie producer, but I could be wrong. I'm willing to see it. I didn't think Gina Carano was a great actress, to be honest.
No, she's not. She isn't. But at the same time, like you got like Ryan Long, and you've got like I don't know. Have you ever seen the Babylon Bee?
Yes.
Some of those articles and videos aren't they're pretty decent. They're not terrible. So
who runs? Isn't the guy who runs the Babylon Bee like? Am I crazy? I know the creator of Axe. I think the creator of Axe Cop. Yeah, the Babylon Bee.
Creator of Axe Cop.
Yeah,
he's like the executive, and I was like surprised to see him there. I was like, I always knew he was like kind of Christian, but I didn't think he always.
You didn't think he was like a conservative type guy or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't seem like someone like I stand Donald Trump. He always seemed like, these are my Christian values. These are what I live by, but I don't let it affect my work, and I make what I like to make. But I guess they must have, the cultural climate must have like pushed him in that sort of direction.
I mean, it is interesting. I mean, did you ever see they made Axe Cop an animated series? I think they only made like a couple episodes. So
yeah,
he's been inside that Hollywood machine. He's seen it himself. They should get that guy to write a frickin' comedy or whatever else. I'm sure he'd enjoy. If I was Ben Shapiro, don't make with Gina Carano. Don't make like some stupid action movie because you're gonna fuck it up. Make some dumb, stupid comedy. I think it would be great. I actually should pitch my idea to Ben Shapiro. Did I ever tell you about my my horror idea?
Yes, that is a fucking great idea. You really should do,
Antifa,
like,
the horror movie.
You should
Antifa,
even
it's
make a
just an idea.
You should make a teaser of it. I think I've heard you pitch down on the Dick Show.
I did pitch it on the. I have half a script somewhere. Well, not. I mean, half of like a 3-page script. Dick really wanted to make it happen, but then I got late. Honestly, what happened was Trump lost the election, and I was like, kind of. It's almost more fun if Trump's in the White House. Now it's like a little. You're not the. I don't know, but maybe it would still work. I don't know.
I think it would still work just because even if Trump's not in the White House, the idea that like the evil liberal cabal being led by Biden and the insane Satan worshiping Democrats are having like hostile torture, I still think that's still relevant in the culture.
For those of
wars
you,
are not going anywhere.
For those of you listening who don't know what I'm talking about, is that it would be a movie where a guy gets basically kidnapped by a weird Satanist Antifa cabal. And I had all these ideas where I'm like, dude, at the end of the movie, it should be like, somebody shows up in the Oval Office and it's like, sir, we found another one of their strongholds, but it was empty by the time we got there. And Trump's like, time to make this personal, and pulls like a golden sword out from under his desk. And the idea that like, I wanted him to be like the knights. Keep in mind, I'm a hardcore liberal. I just love the idea of this. Like, I wanted like Hillary Clinton to be like an ancient like witch or something, and Donald Trump is one of the Templars who is pledged to protect. Like, I wanted to make it the ultimate conservative like wish fulfillment fantasy. Yeah. Like, oh, Trump is secretly out here trying to stop Hillary, Queen of the Witches, with his golden sword, who is using Antifa sleeper cells to contact ancient evils by using the blood of young conservative men. It was going to be hilarious. That was all the ending, though. Yeah.
Well, hypothetically, like, I know Dick's like pretty rich. Would he like foot the bill to like put it in action?
No, Dick is a cheapskate, man. Dick ain't paying for nothing. Dick wouldn't pay for what do you call it? Asterios' yogurt. If you ever heard that joke.
I heard that whole anecdote.
Yeah, Dick wouldn't even pay. That was the other thing. Is Dick was like, "Hey, we're doing Road Rage Tampa. You should come." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of expensive to just fly to Tampa for no reason." I didn't say like you want to pay for it for me, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna spend like I don't know $1,000 getting to Tampa and back for a Dick Show event." I don't know. Maybe I would have went, but I hate flying, so that was another part of it. Not even. Go ahead.
It's an expensive commitment to spend $1,000 just to kind of like hang around with the wonderful degenerates that conglomerate around the Dick Show.
Yeah, spending $1,000 to hang out with Ethan, Ralph, and I mean Ryan Long would have been there. That would have been cool, but I don't need to see Ethan that much, and I think Ethan's mad at me now. So he wasn't mad at me at that time, but now he hates me. Yeah, I don't know. It was an expensive commitment. I told Dick, well, he was supposed to do one in Vegas. I'm like, do one in Vegas. I'll go to that. I can drive to Vegas. It's only 4 hours from here or whatever. Anyway,
that's a lot more reasonable.
Yeah. Anyway, hey man, thanks for shooting the shit. I'm gonna take some more calls. Let's see if we can get some
pleasure talking with you, Vito.
Thanks for coming by. Lobster, do a plug. How do we find your channel?
Lobster Magnets, review the channel. Just YouTube it. My SEO is good enough. You'll find all my wonderful video essays.
Lobster Magnet.
Not as good as Vito's, but
not as good and never will be. But we appreciate the effort. I'm just fucking with you. Go check it out. Absolutely. All right, man. Have fun. Lobster Magnet, a good man, a great man. I want to talk to Zero Suit Zelda. Zero Suit Zelda. Ooh, wah. That's an image. That's an image in my mind. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Wah. That Zelda with that skin. That Zero Suit. I tell you what. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. What's on your mind, buddy?
This name was from a dead YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
That I thought having the name would be really smart because it was a character, but then I dropped the character and ended up hating the character. Now I'm stuck with the name.
Branding, man, it is not the easiest thing in the world. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you hate it later.
Yeah,
have you watched
wonder about like.
Go ahead.
Have I watched the Snyder Cut? I have not yet. My friends and I are gonna watch it soon because I bought one of them at Blu-ray. To make fun of him for owning it on Blu-ray.
I got to take a look at. I have not checked in on the comments on my review, but I noticed there were a lot of downvotes. And part of what I hate about this whole Snyder Cut thing is that I know there's going to be these guys who just spend the next 10, 20 years being like, you don't understand. It's the greatest comic book movie ever made. If Zack Snyder had been allowed to complete... That's the other thing, is that it's not going to be like, we're so happy we got the Snyder Cut. It's always going to be like, if he had been allowed to complete his trilogy and give us Darkseid and all of the whatever else, then it would have been... Like, they're never going to be truly happy with what they got. And they're always going to be mad at anybody who says anything about it.
Well,
yeah.
isn't it in large part because, like, a lot of, like alt-right people took Snyder as like their champion because of the stupid left Avengers or whatever?
I guess so, and thanks to Goaty McGoatface for the $5. I think what it comes down to is you have these guys. Never, if you're a consumer at home right now, and some marketer is trying to pull you into one of these stupid obvious marketing campaigns of like, are you a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy? You know, are you a DC fan or a Marvel fan? But you can be both or neither or one or the other, but it doesn't matter. Like, don't get pulled into this marketer shit, because what happens is these guys who go, I'm a DC fan. All those Marvel films suck and they're for kids. Nobody understands that DC is darker and grittier and whatever. It's like, dude, they're two different things. You don't have to compare them to each other. And they just got so mad that Marvel movies are popular because the DC movies are not fun and they're kind of depressing and suck, that, like, they've made it their identity, the Zack Snyder Cut. They're like, we, the true fans of DC Comics, have been denied what is basically our Bible, and we hate everybody who's denied. They're so combative and mad, and they think it's this weird tribalism that they think everybody doesn't like the DC movies because they're biased and hate. I don't know, man. People are insane is what it comes down to. People are nuts in the head. Stop making your identity about a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Yes. You agree? This is the part where you go, Vito, you are so wise. You are so smart. Thank you.
Vito, you are the most intelligent man.
Absolutely. Yes. Correct. You nailed it. It's all marketer stuff. It's kids who fell for the marketing and thought, oh, I'm a DC guy. I got to defend everything DC does. Don't fall for the marketing.
About the Snyder canceling someone thing, can conservatives even, like, besides Roseanne, who insulted the race of her producer, can conservatives actually be canceled? Like, Crowder has never been canceled despite everyone's best efforts.
Yeah. I mean,
Mel Gibson came back.
Right. Here's the thing. You can't cancel somebody with money. You really can't. If somebody's got money, you're going to keep hearing from them no matter what. So the only person you can really purchase or cancel are people who, like, can't find any other way to get their stuff made or heard. And those are the people who are most... And that's the majority of people. The majority of people are not Hollywood actors. We're not Steven Crowder, who has an audience of... I don't even know how many. He has more than 1 million followers, right? He probably has multiple millions. Crowder has 5 million followers. So no, you can't cancel him because he'll just go somewhere else. And as we were talking about, capitalism does not care who you are. If you make money for capitalism, you can get away with a lot. So they don't want to cancel. Even YouTube doesn't want to cancel Crowder because they're like, yeah, but he does, put a lot of dollars in our pocket. But if you're a nobody and you're a conservative, yeah, you can get canceled. It really comes down to whether or not you're a moneymaker. It's hard to cancel moneymakers.
I feel like most of the people who are canceled are, like, self-canceled, though. Like, Shane Dawson got canceled because he just fucking decided to be canceled. Like, a lot of
I still don't understand why Shane Dawson is canceled exactly. What did he do?
He made, like, pedophile jokes.
Oh.
And made jokes about fucking his cat and stuff like that.
I know he made jokes about having sex with, what do you call it, that whip her hair back and forth girl? What is that, one of the Will Smith's kids? I hate to say this, I don't feel bad about Will Smith's kids getting goofed on. Like, deal with it. That kid has more money than anyone will ever know or care about. Like, shut up. Like, who cares? I don't feel bad for her in any respect. I even thought it was funny. I thought it was funny what he said. He was like, I whip my hair back and forth, and he was like pretending to hump the air. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Good goof. You can goof on rich people, even if they're kids. I don't care. Kids aren't immune.
Well, he also did blackface.
He did do black. Did he do blackface?
Yeah, he did. I remember watching him when I was like 14 and being like, he did. I stopped watching him because he did blackface.
Oh no. Even so, he'll come back. Here's the thing. I don't think that guy's canceled for real. He's just taking the break. Sometimes all you got to do to get uncanceled is take the break. You take your millions, you get on a boat, you have a little bit of fun, you do a little bit of rich people cocaine, maybe kill one sex slave, sex maid, whatever. You always get one. You go to some of these countries. I don't know what I'm talking about. Point is, then you come back and you're uncanceled.
Isn't that what canceling is? Isn't it just like social jail where they're like, you have to spend 6 months in social jail and now nobody gives a fuck about it?
Yeah, and it depends on how bad the thing you did was. And luckily, he didn't kill nobody. He didn't rape nobody. Those are you can't really get away with most of those. Making a bad joke, yeah, you can come back from that. Gilbert Gottfried was making tsunami jokes when the Japanese were getting killed by tsunamis. Nobody cares anymore. We're like, hey, this is Gilbert Gottfried. That's great.
You made 9/11 jokes after 9/11.
Yeah, I made 9/11 jokes after 9/11. To be fair, I was a child, but no, I don't remember making any 9/11 jokes. I do think that I was gonna bring up the steel beams meme because I always found it very funny. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, so what are you gonna do about that? I'm so glad that became a meme. I'm so glad that became a meme. It's so good. Here's what I think cancel culture, people are realizing this is so stupid. The only problem is that you have young people who are fucking dumb and like actually buy into it because they haven't lived in the real world for more than 2 seconds. What it really comes down to is we need to not listen to young people at all. If a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old or an 18-year-old or even a 21-year-old is like, I'm mad, you can go, yeah, but you haven't lived in the real world, so that doesn't mean anything. This person said a racist thing, and I never want to see them again. Okay, you're 15. Shut up. Like, shut up. Like, you have not lived long enough to understand that human beings are complex individuals who can occasionally say the wrong thing or think the wrong thing, and it doesn't make them, what do you call it? Irredeemable monsters. The problem is that Twitter is a bunch of children. I'm pretty sure everyone on Twitter is like some dumb teenager, and we need to stop listening to them. In fact, we need to start being like, no one on Twitter is we're not allowed to think about your opinion seriously unless you can verify that you're like at least 25, because otherwise you're an idiot. I don't know how caller, are you, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah, your opinion now I'm willing to listen to your opinion on things. If you were a year younger, I would tell you to, no, I don't care. That's Twitter. Twitter is stupid as hell. It's all, again, when I get in fights on Twitter and people go, oh, we're dunking on Vito, I have to remember, I go, oh yeah, these are 16-year-olds. So they're incapable of like having a nuanced opinion or judgment on anything. So I'm like, yeah, sure, dunk on me. I mean, that just means I'm right, because if teenagers are mad at me, that means I'm right. Like, that's how you need to live your life.
I told someone.
Yeah.
Recently.
If you made teenagers mad, that means you're in the right, because teenagers are fucking stupid, unless you listen to the Vito Show, in which case you are an advanced and learned individual. But everybody else is stupid. The only good teenagers listen to my show. That's why I love it. On Twitter, they're like, aren't you tired when people like, you get fight on Twitter and a bunch of stupid kids with anime avatars make fun of you? I'm like, no, I've made teenagers mad. That means I did something important today. I made teenagers upset, and they need to be constantly put in their place because they're the worst.
Well, I think journalists and comedians are complaining about like people being upset with them now.
Yeah,
but it's like that's their job.
Yeah, you're supposed to get people upset, for sure.
Yeah, you're not doing a good job as a comedian or as a journalist. People aren't mad at you.
Yeah, and journalists being like, I don't understand why everyone hates us and whatever else. You're like, how do you not understand why everyone hates you? Like, how do you not get it? You guys are literally
your
the
job is
fucking
to be a scumbag
worst.
to get to the truth.
Yeah, like, and the worst part is, like, I want to like find journalists who I like and respect, and I do find some journalists I like and respect, but the majority of them are like, I don't know, that whole profession has been taken over by a bunch of, again, teenagers, crybabies, losers, guys who never grew out of being a teenager. And now they just complain about stuff on the internet, and it's obnoxious, and I hate it. I don't know, man. So yeah, stop worrying about what teenagers have to say. That's the moral of the story. Zero Suit, I'm gonna take some calls. I love you, buddy.
Okay.
Thanks for coming by. Somebody's plugging my card game in the comments. Thank you for plugging my card game. If you would like an un-PC experience, as we say, I don't plug my card game enough. You can check out enemyweapon.com. I got copies over on the shelf, actually. Do I have an open copy? I don't have an open copy. I guess I could just open it. Well, if I'm going to sign a copy, I'd have to open it anyway. Let's open one. Yeah, I'm going to do a plug, because we never do a plug. Let's do a plug. Welcome to the Vito Show. If you are an unpolitically correct individual like me, don't forget you can check out enemyweapon.com. Get yourself a copy of Enemy Weapon, which I have dropped the price on by $5, because I just want more people to get the game. So it's like $25 plus shipping. Enemy Weapon, a Vito Gesualdi game. The way you play Enemy Weapon is... We never do a plug. Let's do a plug. Look at that. Look at how that rulebook fits right in there. And I think has an error in it, which I will fix at some point. Okay, so these are weapon cards. You guys have played Cards Against Humanity. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. You have two types of cards. You have enemy cards. And you have weapon cards. Every round, there is a new enemy card. Okay. Let's find a good one. Here we go. This is a good one. Okay, enemy. Let's see if I can read it on the screen. The People's Republic of China, and you've just been found guilty of trafficking panda semen. This is a capital crime. However, utilizing an obscure legal loophole, you've argued that you have the right to choose your own method of execution, regardless of how elaborate or expensive it may be. The Chinese have agreed. This is a good card. Win condition, go out in a blaze of glory. So then you at the table would have a hand of weapon cards, and you would try to figure out the most insane way to kill yourself. Let's see. Perhaps Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I don't know, man. You really got to think it through. You get time to think it through. That's a good one. A Special Olympics gold medalist. Okay, here's what he's going to do. It's going to be the pole vault, but I'm going to be on the ground. He's going to jam the pole into my throat, win a gold medal in the Special Olympics, and kill me. Ooh, the reanimated corpse of Steve Irwin. I'm going to force the Chinese to give me a frickin' alligator body, and me and Steve Irwin are going to wrestle each other to death. Yeah, it's a stupid... Like, you just come up with the stupidest idea you have. The cloned brain of Steve Jobs piloting a giant robot. Me and Steve Jobs, I'm going to get Bill Gates to build me a battle robot, and me and Steve Jobs are going to punch each other to death, and it's going to rule. So, yeah, Enemy Weapon. You got to come up with your own ideas. And then you just argue with each other about who had the best idea. The homeless and their sprawling tent city is slowly spreading into your neighborhood. While you surely empathize with these unfortunate individuals, all the human feces on your lawn is causing your property value to nosedive. Win condition, solve the homeless problem. How are you going to solve the homeless problem? Using your hand of weapon cards. I think there's one that's like a bunch of pornography. Just give them pornography, they'll get out of there. Chainsaws for hands. See, you can just, I mean, we tell you in the game, don't just kill them. Don't just kill all the homeless people, though. If you're going to kill all the homeless people, you have to make it hilarious. Mildly terrifying circus clowns. I'm going to have them train the homeless people to start their own circus. And I'm going to monetize the homeless. And then all those I'm going to start a homeless circus. And they're going to be able to pay their way out of poverty. Enemyweapon.com. You're going to love it. Not to mention, we're also getting another plug for my good friend, the Homeless Chef. Let's do a plug here for the Homeless Chef, our good friend, our lover. Over on, if you go to homelesschef.org, again, $25, get yourself a copy of Enemy Weapon at enemyweapon.com. And homelesschef.org. Wow, this is a real website. Get yourself some Homeless Chef hot sauce. This is a legitimate homeless man making his own hot sauce. I hope you're selling this on the street because this is good branding. How much is a bottle of? You got to send me some hot sauce so I can review it on my stream. If you send me one of each bottle, I hate hot sauce though, so I'm going to be a terrible reviewer. Check out homelesschef.org. You can help out our good friend of the show, Weird Mike, the Homeless Chef. We always give him a little plug. We love that guy. Let's play some video games. Let's take a couple more calls here. No Geeks and Gamers people seem to have come by. I played a crane game, lost, but it was fun. Yeah. I got a buddy playing Tariba. Let's take a call. Who's got a hot take on this Geeks and Gamers stuff? Let's talk to Master Roo. Master Roo, you don't got to buy an enemy
Vito.
weapon. I'll just send you one. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, it's good to see you, man. Finally glad to get to meet you and be on the show. First time on the show. Thank you very much. But it's a pleasure meeting you, dude.
First time. Hope it won't be the last time. We're happy to see
Oh,
you.
yeah. hopefully, yeah. Yeah, I'm always like sitting on the sidelines and, watching your videos. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. A lot of my friends follow you, and we've been spreading the word. And, yeah, we love your
Vito
stuff, dude. Love your
Nation,
stuff.
Vito Army. You know what I got to do? I got to make some like T-shirts or something.
Yeah. I would buy that. My friend Nick and I and Sam, like we love your show, and we would definitely wear those. Actually,
Yeah, I gotta make some merch and start giving it away. I'll just give it away on the streams. Be like, all right, you just want a Vito T-shirt. We'll have to make a game out of it. We'll figure it out.
Definitely. I'll be on the lookout for that.
I
My pleasure,
appreciate
dude.
the
My
love.
pleasure.
What's on your mind, buddy?
Hey.
What are you thinking about?
Well, the funny thing is you were talking. I mean, I don't have anything on Geeks and Gamers. I mean, I do know a little bit of spiel on that, but my bigger thing is of course the cancel culture. But since I'm also a big gamer like you, dude, actually I'm playing Let's Go Pikachu. It's kind of late on the bandwagon for that, as you know.
I have
playing
a
it, but I'm
copy of Let's Go Eevee that I still have not opened. Maybe I should.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
a fun remake. Yeah, it's a really fun, and you're playing one of my favorites. I played the hell out of that 2 years ago when it came out.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I love
Bloodstained?
this game.
Bloodstained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I got
God, yes,
pretty
yeah.
deep. I got somewhat into it, and then I ended up putting it on the shelf because I have the. Obviously, this was a PS4 game. I guess it has been like 2 years. It's a good one. It's fun.
Summer 2019. Yeah, I was playing the hell out of this. Really fun game. Really, really good game. But yeah, my thing was I remember talking with some of my friends and family about, they're trying to fathom like what is this cancel culture, and I try to explain it, and they're kind of like, they're kind of unsure about it. Yeah, skeptical, but they're like, this is weird because it's not something that was in their generation. This is a whole internet thing, and like I said, it's really just a bunch of kids just being mad and stuff, and that's what I'm finding out. But one of my favorite writers in video games, Chris Avellone, got canceled. I don't know if you heard about that. He was the guy that wrote, was the director of Fallout.
What did he get?
Yeah,
I think I remember hearing about this. What did he say that he got canceled for?
Well, it's not really what he said. He didn't say anything. It's supposedly what he did, and supposedly, well, there's two sides to every story, and according to his side, he knew some people in the business, other developers, other writers in the video game business, and every time they have like a convention for like a developers convention or something, he was usually there with other people in the industry, and they will go out and they get pretty shit faced and celebrate, kind of go a little crazy, and that's it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But and he did have had a romantic interest with like one or two of them, and eventually, that they after the split, they still remained professional and still remained in contact and whatever. And he decided to move on, and he married someone else. And then last year, I want to say like last summer, is when like 2 or 3 of them came out and said, "Well, he sexually assaulted me." But when you look at their story, and and then one guy there's a big video on Twitter. You can look that not Twitter, on YouTube, where a guy like says, "Hey man, we don't have like there's no trial or evidence or police investigation, which I think Chris should do. And I'm not defending Chris because I love his work. It's just when you look into the supposed evidence on Twitter and everything, and I mean that's the only thing you could find and stuff that they were posting. It just seemed like they were just there to ruin his career. And I'm not saying that to defend Chris. I'm not saying because I love his work. It just seems a little weird because they were very supposedly years after the supposed sexual assault. They were still very buddy with them, best friends hanging out, pictures at events and stuff. It's like, and I asked, I'm not going to put any names, but I asked some people, who have been victim of sexual assault or just a really rocky relationship, and I asked them, hey, would that something you do is to keep in touch with somebody that treat you like shit? And they said, hell no. Like, that's the first kind of reaction that they said. Like, I would never even want to see that person or touch that person with 80-foot pole. Right. And that wasn't the attitude with these multiple women that were accusing him of that. So that's where I was like, this could be kind of fishy and a little bit. I honestly feel like he should have just done a police investigation or court trial or something. Because because the thing is hell, if he's guilty, lock him up, throw away the key. If he's guilty, innocent until proven guilty. I thought that was the thing. I mean, that's what I remembered and was taught. But it just seems like the cancel culture is just like, no, like that's not a thing anymore.
No,
it's really weird.
I don't know what I mean. I'm one of these guys that say, look, if a woman comes forward and she says I've been sexually whatever, yeah, okay, I want to hear your story and I want to know what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But we know that like some people, not even necessarily lie, but will embellish a story. Like maybe he did something where he, tried to flirt with somebody or tried to, God forbid you get drunk and you try to kiss a girl and she's like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I misread the room. I thought we had a thing.
Yeah, that happens.
That happens. And I'm not going to say a guy's, again, an irredeemable monster for that. But the problem is I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I mean,
no one does. Yeah.
It really comes down to like, is this guy out here like, oh my God, if we let him, continue working and doing his thing, like someone's going to end up raped? Or is it like he had a weird experience with like a girl and it's a he said, she said weird situation? And
basically, yeah. And it got to the point where they fired him from, he was going to be the lead writer for Dying Light 2. They totally fired him from that because of the allegations. They fired from Vampire the Masquerade 2, which also kind of a good thing because that thing's in a shithole right now with development.
Whatever. I mean, I don't know. The way I look at this, though, I mean, I'm seeing like streamers getting banned from Twitch because their girlfriends say like one thing about them and whatever else. I mean, you got to understand, you're basically telling the next generation of kids, don't try to have sex with anybody. Don't get a girlfriend. Don't fall in love.
Don't try to flirt.
Don't try to flirt. Just remain a sexless virgin for the rest of your life. If you want to have any sort of career in any sort of industry, don't do anything ever. Because I look back at like girls that like I've had experiences with or whatever that I haven't heard from in a while, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that we just had a good time and we flirted and whatever else, and we had sex and we went our separate ways. But I never know if like one of them is going to be like, oh, like, while we were having sex or whatever, he was.
Vito said this.
Yeah, he was mean or he, did something wrong, and I'd be like, I didn't even fucking. And I hate to say it, I've had so many fucking. I don't know how to get into it without being like a misogynist. I'm very used to having women just lie. I hate to say it.
Or just people in general. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And it could easily just bite you in the ass, with all this that's going on, and it's so easy to do it, for them to contact your employer and email them, supposedly he said this, or just like you said, for something that was just misread or misunderstood, or even maybe something he didn't do. But yeah, it's a little worrying at times. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't believe all women. No, like, hear them out.
You have to listen to the story, but it doesn't mean that just because they got a story, people got a lot of stories, man. I've heard a lot of stories in my time. For those of you who are watching the stream right now, I'm gonna bring up a piece of footage real quick.
All right.
So there's this other YouTuber whose name I won't mention, but whatever. You're gonna see her in the video if you've ever watched this video. Where is it? Not Jenny Nicholson, somebody else. So we went to this thing. It was this like event. I ended up getting paired up with this other girl who I guess has a YouTube channel. And I was just filming us at this event, right? It's like a stupid event where you do challenges and you get points for completing the challenges. And I was on a team with these women. We're all in the same team. We're all doing little challenges for points. All right, let me make sure this is on the thing. I made a whole video about this, and I took it down because I realized I can't. When it comes to white women, you're not going to win, so don't even try. But I'm sorry. If you put me and a white woman in one room and you say, who do you feel bad for? Okay, the crying white lady or the big fat guy, you're going to go, I feel bad for the crying white lady. It's like, right, I can't win.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing I can say.
Dude, I'm
or
Latino.
do.
Like, I'm nervous if I drive off my friend who's white, now I'm going to get pulled over and be like, you know.
You put a black guy and a crying white woman in the same room, that black man will be dead within the hour. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a tragedy. Okay. I want you guys to watch this footage of this girl who has accused me of a thing, and I want you to. This is the footage that she's very mad about. I want you to watch this footage. You probably can't see this at home, so on the stream, but I'll narrate it for you. It's this little pressure pad. It measures how many times you step on the pressure pad. You get more points the more times you step on the pad, right? So she's.
I see it. Yeah, I see on the stream.
Okay, so she's jumping up and down on the pad. She's stepping on the pad, right?
Yeah, having a good time.
To see how many points you get. Okay, we're gonna watch the whole thing. I'm excited. We're excited. We're all screaming. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's having a good time.
2,000 points. I'm very excited. We got a lot of points for our team. We actually ended up winning the whole challenge. It was a lot of fun. Okay.
Nice.
So you just watched that footage. You saw a little of that footage. Would you say that I attempted to shoot foot fetish pornography of that woman?
No. I just saw like you guys having a good time. It's a tap dancing thing. You're obviously focusing a little bit of the camera on the tap thing and the points, and you're not just focusing on that 100%. You're getting everybody's reaction, your reaction,
okay,
her reaction.
all right.
You know.
So yeah,
I just thought it was a fun video.
Her interpretation of this, as she has said publicly on Twitter, is that Vito purposefully panned up and down my legs, got creep shots of my legs. And was trying to sexually objectify me with
oh my lord.
And I'm like, bro, what? What?
How many seconds of that right there?
Right. Well, that's the other thing. If I wanted to get creep shots of you, am I gonna cut to the fat guy screaming, "Yeah, go!" and cut around and everybody? Yeah. No, I would. If I really wanted to get creep shots of your feet, you would know. That I think she was mad that I got close to her. It's
okay.
So
cool.
that's why I hate to say it. I hate to say it. They come forward with these stories and they go, all these horrible things happen to me, and I go, well, I want to believe you, but I also know that some of you are fucking insane, and you think that when I film you at an event, you think I'm trying to get creep shot feet pics of you. Like
exactly,
and there's different, and I'm not saying every woman does that. Clearly, I'm sure there are women who have a brain in their head, and their accusations are 100% correct. Mm-hmm. But I've also seen some ladies who, what do you want to say? You're a little nuts. You take things a little too far. You think you're a victim in a situation where I think you just misread what was going on.
Yeah,
so
I
yeah,
totally agree with that. Yeah, and it's gotten to that point where it's like, now I really got to watch what I say or do at work now. And actually where I work, it's majority women. I'm a music teacher, and so I'm just there with and I do work with children and stuff. So in other words, I've always, every time I set foot, I just like got to be professional, because that's just what I was taught, was what I would do. All my teachers before me, they trained me to do that, and that's, but I think with now, like I said, so many people can misinterpret something. You just got to really, really, really watch what you say, do, speak, and especially if you're working with children or just people in general. It's just a little worrying, because something could happen to the wrong person. They always say, you could just be there at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and even though you had nothing to do with it. So
yeah,
Yeah, it's a scary time, but I know you got other callers, but real quick before I go, again, thank you for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure, dude. And definitely check out some of. I mean, I'm pretty sure you might have played Fallout New Vegas, and great game. But
yeah,
definitely check out his Knights of the Republic 2. It's the best of Star Wars, and it kind of makes me, it kind of baffles me when they say, well, he's so disrespectful to women, but yet the main character in KOTOR 2 is probably the best character in KOTOR, happens to be a woman, which is Kreia.
Yeah.
And so ahead of its time. I mean, it's genius in writing, not just because it's Star Wars, it's just because what he did with it. And I just say check it out because I don't want to spoil it.
I've meant to play the KOTOR game, so maybe I'll finally get to them this year. We'll see. So many games to play these days.
Yeah.
There's so many games.
Oh yeah,
you
would love them. I mean, it's clunky. It is clunky, but
I hear you.
But I mean, writing is mwah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Vito.
Thanks, Master.
Appreciate it, dude.
Thanks for coming by. It was a good Master. What was I gonna say? We should probably wrap things up pretty quick. Been going for a while. I'm getting raw in the throat. I do want to thank Mike Testa, who says she's clearly dumb. Re-upload the video. Let's put it this way. She made those accusations about me. I got very heated about it for a number of reasons. One of which is I go out of my way to be a very respectful. It's gotten to the point where I honestly can't make. I don't know how to put women in my videos because I don't trust. They make these assumptions about guys like me. Like if I go to a convention, you know how I'll go to conventions. I'll do man on the street interviews. I'll talk to people I find. It's got to the point where I just avoid women for those segments because they make these kind of what I seem to be assumptions about guys who look like me or act like me. I don't know exactly what the assumptions are, but they assume we're bad guys, that we're trying to do something bad. I'm like, I'm just out here making some jokes, you know? So if you watch some of those videos, I mean, if a woman seems like she's fun and is willing to, like, play along with the gag, absolutely. But a lot of the times, I'm like, you know what, let's just talk to some other guys. And, I mean, I understand when a guy like Ninja has said, like, I won't stream with women or whatever else. It's like, it's a weird time, man. And it sucks. There are a few women that I trust. I have one female friend who she knows what jokes are. We fight about stupid shit, but she knows that my heart's in the right place. I hope that I get back in contact with her. She's going through some personal drama, but I'd love to have her on sometimes. I mean, I don't want to be misogynist. I don't want to be sexist. I don't even want to say all women are like that. It's just a very weird situation we're in where I think society is telling a lot of women, listen, there's a lot of guys out there looking to victimize you, which, to be fair, yeah, some of them are. But the majority of us guys, man, when I go to a stupid event and we're having fun, we're dancing on a stupid platform, I'm not there because I want to see your fucking feet. Like, it's the last thing on my mind, man. I'm there because I want to get, like, some funny comedy, like, shots for my stupid YouTube channel. And I don't know, man. I get it. And it's, again... there's certain stereotypes. Again, I think if you're a black man, you probably are used to being stereotyped. And I don't want to say that the fat white man is the most hated man in America, but we do get stereotyped as creeps. People think they go, oh yeah, he looks like a creep. You know, that guy looks like a creep. It's like, well, all right. I mean, what can I do? I can't. Oh God, don't die to a frog, you idiot. I'm going to die. I don't know, man. It's a weird time. And I'm not saying I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. If women want to say I look like a fat, bearded creep and they don't want nothing to do with me, fine. But I'm also not going to waste my time letting you shit on me. I'm just not going to put you in my videos on my popular, successful YouTube channel. I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think you'd have more fun if you just played along with the bit. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Maybe some Geeks and Gamers people, we can get them on here. I want to talk to them. I want to hear their side of the story. Do they propagate Asian hate? I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I think it is, as somebody brought up, it's probably the Rose Tico thing. They probably assume that those guys hate Asians because they made fun of Rose Tico in Star Wars. Which is unreasonable. It's an unreasonable standard. All right, guys, have fun. We might stream tomorrow. I hope we stream tomorrow. I can't promise it, but we'll try. I love you guys. Thanks everybody who donated. Lots of great donations. Mike Testa, I see you as a teddy bear. I trust you more. Don't trust me that much. Look, I'm a teddy bear sometimes. Sometimes I fight.